it feels like this show was slept on. I finished watching the K-drama Moon River. I really, really liked it. Let's talk about it. This show was fire. This was a series that absolutely nailed the genre blend that I love so much about K-dramas. It had the romantic elements, it had the action elements, it had the fantasy elements. Our villain was amazing. I feel like we've had a lot of villains lately that are sort of just evil for the sake of evil. Just crazy psychopaths, and there's really no other explanation for why they're behaving the way they're behaving. But this is how you do a really good villain character. He is evil. He is unquestionably evil. He is murdering people. He is murdering innocent people. But we get his backstory and we see how he ended up that way. It creates some sympathy for him. It makes him more poignant as a character because it didn't have to be that way, and we can feel the tragedy of the situation. Also explains why such a great actor like Jingu would take a villain role. The romance on this show was fantastic. Our leads had amazing chemistry. I already loved Kang Tae-oh and Kim Se-jung, but they were so good together, so charming. When the show begins, she has amnesia and he believes his wife is dead, and so when he meets her, he doesn't really realize it's her. And you can feel the angst, you can feel the yearning, and she sort of helps him get over the loss of herself, and then he falls in love with her all over again. It's romantic on a lot of different levels, and because of the fantasy element of the show, you literally see that they're fated. They have the red string and everything. The stakes were really high. People's lives were in danger. There were some shocking moments. The action was all really well done with the exception of one very awkward demon CG bird, but it had a lot of humor too. It really balanced the tone shifts very well, I thought. I also loved our second male lead who had his own tortured romance. He was on his own journey of revenge, and we slowly learned the story of what had happened in the past with his family. It was just really well done. It hit a lot of notes. It was historical, it was romantic, it was full of adventure, it was full of fantasy. They body swap, which is not a main element of the show, I would say. They use it interestingly, and it is definitely there. And sometimes it's used for comedy, and sometimes it's used as like a plot progression thing. But that was done really well too. They both captured the other one so well. I have to say, especially Kang Tae-oh, when she was in his body and he was like doing her, it was top notch. So I loved this. I have very few negatives. If you like a fantasy historical romance, you should check this out. It was really, really good, and I think more people should watch it. Did you watch Moon River? What did you think about it? Let me know. I would love to chat further.